You see, the ruins that we're looking at right now, it used to be a huge temple, 125 meters long per 60 meters wide. The ruins that we're looking at right now, it used to be the temple of Artemis, one of the 7 old wonders of the world. It is time to leave Istanbul behind, where we are going to take an early morning airplane to Izmir. And from Izmir we're gonna rent a car and we will head up to Ephesus, where we will be spending the day exploring some beautiful and interesting historical places.
This is the end of the world.
Hello everybody! ¿Cómo están? Ian Lewis here, and in this episode of Exploring Together, welcome to the ancient city of Ephesus. Because the stuff that we saw in Istanbul, it is just too new. I mean, who's gonna be interested in a 4th century cathedral, a sultan palace, many sultan mosques, when we can actually go to the classics? Because classics, they never die. It is like a Mercedes-Benz. So if we put in perspective, Hagia Sophia would be like a 2000 Mercedes, when now we are driving a 55. Before we begin, I have to make 2 disclaimers. The very first one is that I didn't do my homework. That basically means that I know nothing about this place. While the second one, if my face looks like crap, that's because yesterday I slept in the airport where there were no shower and no Wi-Fi. The shower is the crap face, the Wi-Fi is that I didn't do my homework. But do not worry, my explorers, because this is not gonna be just a clip video where I'm gonna show you the place without talking at all. And that's because Ian Lewis is always thinking on how can we learn about history. And that's pretty much why I bought a book. Now, what truly is interesting, and the reason why I bought this particular book, is because it has illustrations, like for kids. Awesome!
This is how the theater looks right now, and that is how it used to look. Before, after. Before, after. That's a huge theater, eh?
Look. Awesome musician fact. If you clap here, the wave of sound will go all over the theater in a really smooth way. Sounds quite good. Now, something very curious is that the Greek people, eventually the Romans of course, they all knew how to build a theater. That not only means where the people should go, but also where the actors should be.
This, for example, is the behind the scenes. Look at this, it's pretty nice.
So if this would be Star Wars, this is where Harrison Ford will be kissing Leia. And look to the place that we have just arrived. The library of Celsus.
Hey, I got something to tell you, can you hear me through the door? I got some news.
The library was built in honor of the Roman senator Tiberius Julius Celsus. It was completed around the year 115 by Celsus' son, Gaius Julius Aquila, and nowadays it is considered as one of the most impressive buildings in the Roman Empire, and one of Turkey's archaeological jewels because of the well-preserved facade that still has.
Take a look at this computation, I got it all figured out. It's all 2 and 2 is 4 and 4 is 8. Everyone listen up now.
You see, it's fun because even though I can't read anything about this, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure, but if Russian has some influence from the Latin, this could be an F, L, A, G, O. So, flagon, or something like that. Paflagonias, maybe. It might be, but it might be not. two curious facts about this library. The very first one is that in the very beginning of it, it is supposed that it had about 12,000 books. That's a lot. While the second one is that this library was discovered at the beginnings of the 20th century. So basically, there were people making some excavations and boom, a library.
Hey, I got something to tell you. Can you hear me through the door? I got some useful information that will satisfy your soul. Looking through the keyhole. Hey, mister, you look
From
like
here,
you're up.
we can see two interesting places. The very first one is the one that is right below me, which is the Odeon, or Odeon, or Odeon. This place was pretty much used by the council of the city. And of course the council were the wealthy people. And with them also the curetes. Curetes were basically priests. And here they used to plan the future of the city of Ephesus. And of course they also used to have fun, and this is where they have like a private concert for the high class of the society. Oh, that was a really nice joke, Mark Antonius.
To tell you, can you hear me through the door? I got some useful information that will satisfy your soul.
And the second one is this one, which is the Royal Walk.
The Royal Walk was this basilica that went all the way down this road that we can see at my right side. It was a very impressive building that was 165 meters long, and it had 67 columns that hold the roof of the basilica.
The door. I got some useful information that will satisfy.
So one curious fact about these statues is that the head is the first thing that falls, and many times happens that when it falls, can happen to break the bottom of it. Now this place used to be full of statues all the way down until the library of Celsus. Must have been very impressive, huh? So guys, we currently are in the Terrace Houses. These were the houses of the wealthy people. This was one house, and for example another one was that one over there. They were completely adjacent one to another. They didn't have too much privacy, huh? The craziest thing about these houses is that they could be 950 meters square. That is some serious real estate. To go inside the terrace houses, you have to pay an extra ticket of 20 Turkish lira, which is equivalent to $4. If you happen to be in Ephesus, you should go inside, as it will give you a glimpse of how it used to be the life 2000 years ago during the Roman Empire. Well, at least it will give you a glimpse of how it was the rich life of the Roman Empire, because here you will see some unique frescoes, beautiful antique mosaics, and some advanced technology like sewage systems. Okay, my friends, this has been the city of Ephesus. It is pretty nice to explore these old rocks, eh? Of course, an 8,000 years old city has many more things to offer. But so, that's Kusadasi, and there are many things in the surroundings of this place. And the next destination will be something special, because we're not gonna be exploring the architecture of the place, but the history that it has. But of course, that is gonna be in our next adventure. In the meantime, what you have to do is to like, share it, and subscribe. And I will be seeing you soon. You a fashion explorer. In the próximo episodio of Exploring Together. Today, I'm in a place close to Ephesus, which is called Mariamene. But before we go to this place, let me tell you 3 little anecdotes. So the priest ran up the hill and he arrived to a place where we are gonna go now, Mariam.